This is Tank's Vlog for December 15th, 2018. We are wrapping up today in sports and brought to you by Allow Me to Be Frank, the weekly podcast you can hear on SoundCloud and iTunes. Tune in. We had a great episode this week talking about my worm victory dance for the Dolphins. Hopefully the Dolphins win again. Check it out. You'll be sure to entertain me. You'll be sure to entertain at iTunes and SoundCloud. What a game. After work, long day at work, I went to a Devils game. And within the first 10 minutes, the Devils were down 3-0 against the Vegas Golden Knights. It looked like it was going to be a miserable night at the Prudential Center. Cory Schneider was embarrassing. The Devils' play in the first period was embarrassing. And John Hynes had to do the right thing, and it was sad. I feel terrible for Cory Schneider. Cory Schneider, he's clearly not right. Cory Schneider was the starting goalie of this team. Is the key operative. This is now Keith Kinkaid's team. Period. End of story. Something's not right with Cory Schneider. He had the hip surgery. He's not been healthy all year. Every time he has gone in there, he has looked terrible. And he looked even worse tonight in his first home start. Bottom line is, the Devils need to do the right thing by Cory Schneider. They pulled him out. They had to pull him out of the game, keep Kinkaid in there. They have a back-to-back. They have to play in Nashville Saturday night. They didn't want anything to do. They didn't want to play Keith Kinkaid today. They had to put him in there. That's how bad Cory Schneider was. That third goal he allowed, basically, he just couldn't even handle it. It was like a chest save, and he just dropped it and went in the net. They need to do the right thing. Put him on IR. Shut him down. Give him a month. Give him a month to work out. Let him heal. Send him maybe back to Binghamton to work on his game. To get up to full strength. To get his core back. To get his speed back. To get his confidence back. But just having him sit on the bench and rot, putting him out there and embarrassing himself like he did tonight, is not doing right by Cory Schneider. Cory Schneider needs to be shut down. Period. Period. So here we are, 3-0, end of first period. You know how bad the Devils' defense has been all year. You're expecting 5, 6, 7 goals. Devils do get 1 goal in the second period, and then boom! It's 4-1. So you're just expecting pain and suffering. But the Devils basically just shot the lights out. They controlled the offense the rest of the game. I don't know if Vegas relaxed. It was 4-2 at the end of 2. They got 1 goal closer, and then a mistake by Vegas got an own goal, and all of a sudden it's tied. We're in overtime, and then finally, after 6 overtime losses, Nico Hischier makes the big play that matters. Falling down, scores the game-winning goal. Of course, the refs try to screw us, but fortunately, the review showed it was a good goal. It was a good goal. It was a good goal, and the celebration was back on. If the Devils are turning the season around, this is a big one. Now, it's going to be tough going down to Nashville and winning today. I'm not expecting a win in Nashville. But if they could play competitive and maybe get something going, this is the spark that could turn the season around. Wonderful comeback. Wonderful effort. Meanwhile, across the Hudson River, it was just the opposite for the New York Rangers. As they blew a 3-0 lead against the Arizona Coyotes with former Ranger Derek Stepan stepping on their throats with an overtime goal. Ha! It was the Penguins skating past the Bruins 5-3. As Zach Austin Reese had 2 goals and an assist. The Senators doubled up the Red Wings 4-2. Alex Ovechkin got another hat trick. Alex Ovechkin is amazing. Alex Ovechkin is on fire. Alex Ovechkin has 28 goals already this year. 28 goals in 31 games. Amazing. He's not slowing down. Don't look now. Don't be surprised. He might make a run at Gretzky. I can't believe it, but he might make a run at Gretzky. And Sports Illustrated, how can you miss Alex Ovechkin being Sportsman of the Year? You show no respect to hockey. A shame on you. Shame on you. There is no reason the Golden State Warriors should be Sportsman of the Year. No reason. Alex Ovechkin should be Sportsman of the Year. And the fact that you didn't even think about it. The Golden State Warriors, historic teams, are Sports People of the Year, Sportsman of the Year. It was the 80 Olympic team. The 99 Women's World Cup, the 2004 Red Sox that ended that curse. You're putting this Warriors team up with them? A joke. A joke. No wonder your magazine is dying. Anyway, Ovechkin's hat trick helped the Capitals beat the Hurricanes 6-5. Blues 4-3 winners over the Avalanche. In overtime is Ryan O'Reilly scored a shorthanded goal. Mark Sheffley got an overtime game winner for the Winnipeg Jets as they beat the Blackhawks in 4-3. 4-3 in overtime, and Connor McDavid scored twice as the Oilers beat the Flyers. NBA action. Don't look now, but the Brooklyn Nets are red hot, beating the Washington Wizards 125-118. Spencer Dinwiddie had another big game, celebrating his new contract with 27 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, as the Wizards were trying to make a trade that fell apart on Twitter. Oh, brother. 3-team deal involving Trevor Ariza of the Suns. It's one of the craziest things that I've ever seen. Meanwhile, the New York Knicks hurt themselves in the Zion Williamson sweepstakes, rallying to beat the Charlotte Hornets 126-124 in overtime. Emmanuel Mudiay, boy, what I tell you, he's turned things around this year. 34 points, 8 assists. Boston Celtics, they're now surging, 8 straight wins, beating the Hawks 129-108. It was the Bucks 114-102 over the Cleveland Cadabers as Giannis Antetokounmpo had 44 points, 14 rebounds, and 8 assists. It was the Pacers beating the 76ers despite a huge game from Joel Embiid with 40 points, 20 rebounds. The Heat beat the Grizzlies 100-97. It was the Nuggets taking down the Thunder 109-98. The Trailblazers beat the Raptors 128-122. You know, we can't always have your best game effort. And the Warriors bounced back to beat the Kings 130-125. Nice game by Stephen Curry, 35 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. Bowl season starts Saturday. The insanity. We don't need 40 bowl games. I'll be previewing every bowl game on Barstool. I'll be archiving all my picks on my website, so check it out. Check out Barstool first. I'll have my first picks up later this morning. I'm not only picking the bowl game, I'm telling you if the game is watchable. Got a couple of watchable ones. The Vegas Bowl. The Vegas Bowl is probably the best game of the day. But we got the Camelo Bowl. The Camelo Bowl in Montgomery, Alabama. Yeah, we're going to the Camelo Bowl in Montgomery, Alabama. Aren't people in Montgomery, Alabama looking to even get out of Montgomery, Alabama this time of year? Why on earth is there a Camelo Bowl? With Georgia Southern and Eastern Michigan? And then you got an NFL game. You got 2 NFL games. Why are you going to watch the Camelo Bowl? Even the family members of the Eastern Michigan Eagles and the Georgia Southern Eagles are going to be watching the NFL game. Or any other thing. Oh, God. 40 bowl games. They need to cut the bowls in half at least bring it down to 25. Then we take what we do is we make an 8-team playoff. This way, all 5 power conferences get a team. We get one from the other 5 conferences, the best of the rest, and then you get 2 at-large teams. And under that format, you would have the 5 conference champions: Bama, Oklahoma, Clemson, Ohio State, even Washington in the middle of the Pac-12. Of course, Notre Dame would get in as an at-large because they were undefeated, top 5. They're in already, number 3 overall. Central Florida will get in. They'll get a chance. And then you pick another at-large, and that would probably be based on the rankings, George. There's a playoff. There's a playoff. Could you imagine how exciting that would be? But no! We gotta have the Camelo Bowl! Used to be going to bowl games was special. It meant something. Now it means nothing. You got 6-6 garbage teams like Eastern Michigan. Tulane. Who wants to watch Tulane play? You got 6-6 teams. There should never be a 6-6 team going to a bowl game. It's no. 7-5. I don't even like 7-5 teams being in bowl games. Make being a bowl game mean something again. Make bowl season great again. Cut the number of bowl games. Less is more. More championship. 8-team championship. That will fix bowl season. That'll make it something exciting, not 40 freaking bowl games. Today's 3 stars are Giannis Antetokounmpo of the Bucks. The Freak had 44 points, 14 rebounds, 8 assists. Alex Ovechkin had a hat trick. She'll be Sportsman of the Year. And Joel Embiid had 40 points, 12 rebounds, 3 assists to lead the 76ers past the Pacers. Oh, wait a second. No, the 76ers lost. Never mind. Take that back. 40 points, 12 rebounds, 3 assists in a losing effort. You will forget I said an owning effort. Today's birthday shout-out goes to Nick Bonacani, a Miami Dolphin legend, member of the 72 Dolphins. He's not doing well these days. I understand there's going to be a special coming up on him. So keep an eye on that. And we take a look back to 1968 when Here Comes Santa Claus, Here Comes Santa Claus, right down Franklin Field. Eagle fans don't want to see him, they are very pissed. Let's throw snowballs at Hosanna, because we are the Grinch. Let's make him wish he was not here, because Santa Claus always sucks. Because Eagles always suck. There goes Santa Claus, there goes Santa Claus. Leaving Franklin Field, he's got to fear for his life for coming to Philadelphia. He doesn't care that the Eagles suck. He just was there to give joy. But thanks to Eagle fans, You gotta read my poem. Yes, that's right. Check out my poem on Barstool Sports. Click on it. I wrote the lyrics of the poem. The limericks, I should say, and I have a special recording of it. The people at Allow Me to Be Frank helped me, especially from Curtis Ward, who did a wonderful, at the real Curtis Ward on Twitter. Follow him. Wonderful job editing the video. You got to see this video. You got to see it. Click it on YouTube. Click it on Barstool Sports. And of course, always check out the full story at barstoolsports.com. And Sports Encyclopedia, where sports history lives. And don't forget, listen to Allow Me to Be Frank on SoundCloud and iTunes. Good day.